Welcome back, beautiful people, to another episode of Trey the Terrible Collector. On today's episode of Trey the Terrible Collector, we're going to be digging in a little bit deeper to the X-Men Toy Biz Series 3 toy line. We are going to start off with one of my all-time favorite X-Men. This is Bishop.
Scratch 3 Rebels.
Okay, on Bishop's card here, we have the characters who are going to appear in the Series 3 and Series 4 toy line. And a little bit on the back here, Bishop, accidentally wrenched back through several decades by the time-twisting evil mutant named Fitzroy. Bishop has arrived in our era from one of Earth's many possible futures. Bishop survived the battle that followed thanks to his mutant ability to absorb the energy attacks of others and turn that power back against his foes. Stranded in our time, Bishop has added his might to that of the present-day X-Men by joining their gold team. I absolutely love Bishop. He was introduced to me in the X-Men the Animated Series show. He was like a cool every now and then member of the team who would jump in and have some guest spots. It was awesome. This character is very unique looking. He's very 90s to action hero, sent from the future, big old guns. And he had a really cool character arc for a long time in the comics. He was a big part of the Age of Apocalypse storyline, which we'll get into at some point. And he also had like a really dark turn as a villain where he was attempting to do what he thought he was right to save the future by pursuing and trying to kill a mutant child. Really cool storyline. It kind of like dropped off eventually and now he's a superhero again, but I love Bishop and I love most of his stories, so let's go ahead and tear this guy open. This box is absolutely beautiful. I feel terrible for what we're doing here. Not that terrible. Okay. You guys are never going to believe it. This card is for the X-Man Banshee. I don't know if I'm going to do an extra fact about him. Damn whistle toy. I'm just kidding. We're doing it. Alright. Once we get him out of here, he has two very cool guns. That are just absolutely unwieldy. Like, there's no way somebody could wield both of these guns at the same time. Let's get these in his hands. Great articulation. Both elbows, both knees bend. His head does not because he has long hair, and a lot of the long-haired figures would kind of like sculpt directly into their back. That's pretty standard. Let's see what he does here. Nothing. Swing Bishop's right arm until it clicks. Oh, God. No. Well, that's a darn shame. Pew. Bishop, we hardly knew ye. We can probably glue them back together. Poor bastard. Alright, so with Bishop's demise, that will bring us to our... Did you know that in 1992, respected toy company Toy Biz actually released a figure of Banshee that was a fucking whistle? Okay, there's Whistle Boy for you. We're going to try to do the rest of this very calmly so that we don't disturb Bishop, who has been wrenched in half. Our next toy that we're going to open is the evil mutant known as Apocalypse. Apocalypse Apocalypse is the megalomaniacal mutant villain who believes in total war between humans and mutants. In order to weed out those he feels are weak and unsuitable for the coming conflict, he manipulates mutants into battling one another, calculating that with the help of the strongest and most ruthless survivors, he can conquer the world and become ruler of all, both man and mutant. This is a sweet figure, especially when compared to I don't know where it is. We've got the old Apocalypse somewhere up here. Oh, here we are. You know, that's pretty neat for its time, but this is hella menacing. Let's go ahead and dig in here. The trading card that comes with this one is a Wolverine figure card. Alright. This Apocalypse is super beefy. Much like Omega Red, the body style is exaggerated, big shoulders, big chest, huge legs, and kind of a tiny head, which makes the scale look even more dramatic. This one comes with arms that pop off and you can replace. As well as these cool cables that will hook into his back and then into his arms. So this character also has those, but these ones are removable, specifically because his arms come off. Decent articulation. We've got the head and the waist. Really cool looking figure here. You kind of see him there. Let's pop these arms off. Maybe I can do that without breaking this figure. Alright, super sweet. So this one has like a claw, which opens and closes, and then this has this like, I don't know, like a stabby kind of situation that you can do. Ugh. Yeah, get it, Bishop. What? Awesome. I really love the way these figures look, with the exception of our broken Bishop. That will bring us to our second. The X-Men Wolverine is known for being the most famous of the characters on the X-Men team, and as such, he's had a couple of spin-off video games all on his own. In conjunction with the X-Men 2 movie, they released a video game that was voiced by none other than the actor who played Luke Skywalker and Joker in Batman the Animated Series, Mark Hamill. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode. I just realized that I didn't have my mic on, so if it sounds terrible, I'm really sorry, but I'm not re-recording it, and I can't because Bishop's dead. Thank you again. It's wonderful to have you here. It's wonderful to be able to share these things. Please remember to like and subscribe and give us a little love in the comments if you have something you'd like to see, hear, or talk about. In the meantime, y'all have been wonderful. I have been terrible. And we'll see you again soon.